You know, one of the hardest things for us to do as human beings, especially in this fast-paced do-it-yourself kind of world, is to admit that we have limits. We live in a culture that celebrates hustle, glorifies being in control, and almost shames any form of weakness. But let me tell you something right now. There is incredible power in realizing you can't do it all. In fact, that realization might be the most spiritual thing you experience this week. Because here's the truth, we were never meant to carry it all. We weren't designed to solve every problem, fix every relationship, or carry every burden on our own. But we try, don't we? Oh, we try so hard. We try to be the strong one in the family. We try to be the one who keeps it all together when things are falling apart. We carry stress like it's a badge of honor. We lose sleep trying to figure out what to do next, and we pretend like we've got it all figured out when, deep down, we're breaking inside. But what if I told you that your limits aren't a curse? They're not something to hide or be ashamed of. Your limits are an invitation. They are the very doorway through which God enters. When you get to the end of yourself, that's when God begins to show you who He really is. And friends, that's not just poetic language, that's truth. That's where the miracle starts. You don't have to pretend you're okay when you're not. You don't have to smile through the pain and act like it's all good when you're falling apart inside. You don't need to post the highlight reel of your life while your reality feels like a mess. God doesn't need your performance, He wants your surrender. That's where real freedom begins. Sometimes we think that faith is about having all the answers. But faith often begins with a confession, God, I don't know what to do. And that's not weakness, that's wisdom, that's not failure, that's faith, because you're recognizing that your wisdom is limited, but God's is infinite. Your strength is temporary, but His is eternal. You're reaching the end of your rope, and instead of falling into fear, you're falling into grace. You know, there's a kind of quiet strength in letting go. I'm not talking about giving up. I'm talking about giving it to God. There's a big difference. Giving up says, I can't do this. Giving it to God says, I trust you can. And that's the shift. That's the turning point. Some of you have been carrying things for years. Wounds you've never let heal, battles you've fought alone, burdens you've told no one about. And maybe, just maybe, God brought you here today not to fix it all in one moment, but to remind you that you don't have to carry it alone anymore. You were never meant to be the savior of your story. That role is already taken, and what a relief that is. What a gift to realize that the weight you've been dragging around doesn't belong on your shoulders in the first place. Let it go. Let God step in. You don't have to be strong all the time. You don't have to know what's next. You don't have to have the answers. You just need the courage to say, God, I need you. And let me tell you something. God never turns away a surrendered heart. He's not waiting for you to figure it out. He's not standing on the sidelines tapping his foot, wondering why you haven't gotten it together. He's running toward you, arms wide open, ready to carry what you can't. So when life gets heavy, when the questions get louder than the answers, when you feel like you're barely hanging on, don't tough it out, don't bottle it up, don't pretend. Let God handle what you can.